Welcome back to Isasnora Snores, where we bring the characters to life. I'm Carol L. Power, the author of Isasnora Snores. Last month, Zeynip the mouse was teaching Isasnora the fine art of tea making. It didn't go too well, with Zeynip's babies crawling all over Isasnora. Despite the horror of mice creeping all over her, Isasnora promised Zeynip she would come back again. Let's see what Isasnora and her friends are up to. November in the Forest Petiole was usually gray and cold, but on this day, Isasnora stepped outside and felt the warm sun tap her shoulders. Fall had finished removing the leaves off the trees, so the blue sky poked through the branches. Finished with her chores, Isasnora began looking for King Lovell, Zeynip, Humple Dumple, and Horace. She found Zeynip setting tiny plates on a boulder.
Zeynip, what are you doing?
I'm preparing a feast.
Happy birthday! How old are you?
That is not a question you ask an old mouse. As it is, the fall is a good season to say thanks for all the good we have.
My parents have taught me to say thank you all the time. Why would you make food to say thank you?
Mithril, God rest his wee soul, insisted we have special Thanksgiving after the harvest.
Will your children be celebrating?
Isasnora was still recovering from the mice squirming in her ears.
Well, I thought we could have our own special Thanksgiving. Bravo, come on out.
What about Horace, Mongoose, and Humple?
Humple? Who insist on being friends with that dragon? But it makes no sense to me. Horace flew south, and Mongoose? Look at these plates. Do you think there is enough food for that giant?
Isasnora! Where are you?
I'm here with Zeynip.
After shouting to Humple, Isasnora looked back at Zeynip.
I think it would be nice if we included everyone. I'll go to my cottage and find some food for Mongoose and Humple.
Humph!
Humple found Zeynip and Isasnora.
Hello, Isasnora. Hello, Zeynip. Why do you have those tiny dishes out?
I have prepared a Thanksgiving feast.
You call that a feast? Besides, if your food tastes like your tea, count me out.
You are not invited.
King Lovell creeped out. He grinned, all his teeth shining in the sunlight.
Humple, mind your manners. Sorry, Zeynip. I have already eaten.
Oh, surely you can eat some more. I've spent the entire morning cooking. Of course, my children interrupted me several times, making progress slow. Eat, eat.
Let my stomach settle. Then I'll see what I can do.
I was just about to go back to the cottage to find something to add to the meal.
Hurry on, there is nothing more terrible than cold grass stew.
I can think of something.
King Lovell shook his head at the dragon. Isasnora returned, not only with meat pies and sausage, but with a delicate and lovely woman. She wore a rose-colored tunic with a matching wimple, worn to cover her hair.
Look, everyone, it's my grandmother, Lady Rosalind. She came to the forest for a visit. I told her she had to meet everyone.
When she saw Humple Dumple, Lady Rosalind's eyes popped like butterflies pushing out of a cocoon. She backed away from the towering blue dragon.
I've never seen a dragon before. I knew they existed, but my, you're very tall.
Not as tall as Mongoose. Do you want me to blow out a roaring fire?
Behave yourself, Humple. This is a grand and noble lady. Happy to meet you, Lady Rosalind.
Though Grandma Rosalind had never met the creatures, she had an understanding and knew what they were saying.
Happy to meet you, too.
Isasnora has told us all about you.
What has my granddaughter said about me?
Hello, everyone.
Mongoose, being a giant, blew down a tree when he greeted everyone, but the tree was not their concern. Lady Rosalind, upon seeing the giant, had fainted in a swoon. Mongoose was so tall he did not see the location where Lady Rosalind had fallen, so dropped a pile of fish upon the grand lady.
For heaven's sake, poor Lady Rosalind, help me get the fish off her.
Now that's what I call a feast.
The dragon steamed the fish before dumping them down his gullet.
Pulp.
Those fish were all for us. Now I must catch some more.
Isasnora quickly did sign language to explain to Mongoose that he did not have to catch more fish. She showed him the 2 meat pies and 4 sausage rolls her parents had given her. In the meantime, Lady Rosalind woke up from her fainting spell.
My, you're very, very, very tall.
He can't hear you. When we moved to the Forest Petiole, my snoring broke his eardrums. I'll translate.
Why do I smell fish?
No one answered, but Isasnora pulled a minnow out of her grandmother's ear.
How did that get in there?
Oh, everything is getting cold. Let's eat.
Since this is a Thanksgiving feast, why don't we all say what we are thankful for? I'm thankful for Isasnora.
Shucks. I was gonna say that.
Well, think of something different. I'm thankful for my friends.
I was gonna say that. Why didn't you say you were thankful for your children?
Of course I am. But I figured everyone would expect me to say that.
I am thankful for this warm fall day with a bright blue sky. Humple, don't tell us that you were going to say that.
The thought did cross my mind.
I'm thankful for Basser's tea.
What about my tea?
And Zeynip's tea.
I'm thankful for Isasnora's parents because they know how to cook fish the right way.
So, Humple, what are you thankful for?
The dragon thought for a moment.
I am thankful I can fly.
Humple Dumple floated up into the air.
Who wants a ride?
Oh, certainly not me. The last time I nearly dropped to my death.
Zeynip, I'll take care of you. Grandma, come on.
On that dragon's back? Maybe I'll stay here and clean up.
Oh, if I have to go, you're coming too.
The rest of the afternoon, Humple gave everyone rides, except Mongoose. But he was so tall he walked alongside the flying Humple. The fields were bare, but the countryside, with its winding creeks and rolling hills, was still beautiful. Everyone agreed that they were thankful Humple gave them the opportunity to fly and look down at the world below them. That was the last warm day for November. Lady Rosalind returned to her home before the December snow arrived. With the shorter days and long nights, Isasnora spent less time with her friends. She thought of them often and looked forward to the spring. Would she get to see them before that? Join us next month and we'll find out. Thank you for joining me. Isasnora Snores is available at Black Rose Writing, Amazon, and Barnes & Noble. Cheers!